Welcome to the WrittenSiNs Comic Con Highway. As it rolls through the holiday season, we're going to talk about the amazing stops this weekend. We're also going to talk to some upgrades that are coming to the WrittenSiNs Comic Con Highway. The first thing that we're going to talk about right off the bat is the fact that our Comic Con Highway has no exits this week. First time ever in 2017. I don't have an exit to talk about. Now, this is because I only have a certain reach right now. We're getting bigger every day. We're getting more and more of a reach. But right now, none of the creators I know apparently are doing something this weekend, or they haven't mentioned it to me. Sometimes people get busy. The next show that we can talk about, well, there's one next week, but one of the shows coming up is in North Carolina, the Charlotte Comic Con, which will have Corey Oliver repping us at WrittenSiNs.com. He'll be on site as a reporter for WrittenSiNs, so we look forward to that. The exciting news is that from now on, the WrittenSiNs Comic Con Highway will be powered by the ConventionScene.com. Now, what this means is this. In 2018, all Comic-Con appearances that we talk about in the usual format will have to do with creators and where they're going to be. As example, in just a little over 2 weeks, when Corey is at Charlotte Comic Con, see, that's about him. It's about a creator being somewhere. That's going to be the purpose of the Comic Con Highway. But we don't want to miss out on talking about any Comic Cons, which is why we've gone out of our way to team up with ConventionScene.com. The idea is that if we're teaming up with someone else and they do this amazing list anyway, there's no point in us doubling up on what they're doing. They're doing a fantastic job. They'll talk about the convention scene. We'll talk about where the creators are. It's a perfect match. So, as an example, we don't have any exits this week on our Comic-Con Highway, but the convention scene certainly does, and we're going to talk about them right now. In my hometown of New York City, in Jamaica, Queens, we're just right where I grew up. This is literally my old neighborhood. The New York Winter Con is going to be going on the December 1st through the 3rd. If you're in Japan, Tokyo Comic Con is also going on through the 1st and the 3rd. If you're in Shakensville, Pennsylvania, Lehigh Valley Comic Con is going on the December 2nd. If you're in the United Kingdom, Wales Comic Con is happening the 2nd through the 3rd. If you're in Canada, there's the Victoria Comic Book Expo going on December 3rd. Also on December 3rd is the Raleigh Comic Book Show. And now Raleigh Comic Con SuperCon was amazing for me. I would have actually gone to this one if I wasn't already off the road. But I'm off the road. I promised my wife I wouldn't do any December shows. I'm off the road. But I would have done that show. That's the one that's interesting to me. The comic book and non-sports card show hits Laurel, MD, which should be, I'm drawing a blank here. Maryland, I think, is MD. Don't crucify me if I'm wrong. I actually call it up. We'll see right now. Also on the 3rd is Jim and Dan Comic and Toy Show in Dayton, Ohio. And in Toronto, the final show this weekend that you guys can go to is Toronto Toy and Video Game Show. Now, you see how amazing that is? Using the ConventionScene.com, we were able to see all these shows. Now, obviously, I could just program my site to have every one of these shows too, but I also wanted to promote someone who does a great job at what they do. I've gone to Convention Scene to see about local cons myself to see if I want to do that. So I wanted to really help spread awareness about this amazing site, also while talking about the different exits on this show weekly. So it is, I believe, a team up that's going to be amazing, and it's going to be able to help you guys determine where you want to be going this weekend. And it's also, I hope, going to help creators pick shows to do. And of course, we'll be featuring creators as well and their stops throughout the 2018 year, which I know a lot of you guys are like, wow, you're talking about 2018 already? It starts in January and there are shows already filling up. As I'm trying to look for shows to do next year, I'm already finding shows that are completely booked. So, I mean, you gotta, when you're a creator, you gotta be on top of it. I'm so curious what MD stands for. Let's see if it comes up real quick. It's going to go Dr. Maryland. I was right. Maryland. All right, cool. I don't feel like such an idiot. All right, so that's how it's going to be going forward. I hope you guys appreciate the fact that we're trying our hardest to bring you some of the best content. When we're doing that, we're going to some of the best sites. That's conventionscene.com. It's a site that you should have bookmarked. As always, all of this is brought to you by WrittenSiNs.com, which is the support system for indie comic book creators. But not just that, we are also the International Digital Comic Con for the sinners and the fans out there. And speaking of being able to talk about a group, talk about a convention, we have a Facebook group that we have teamed up with called Comic Con Adventures. This is a place where, as they said, share with other con goers, list your favorite show, celebrity, or cosplayer. Share the coolest thing you've ever got at a show, promote your hometown show. If it's a comic convention related, it's allowed here. So obviously this is a great way for you guys to take the conversation and talk about different things with the show. WrittenSiNs will tell you where to go. Convention Scene will tell you. WrittenSiNs will tell you what shows to see, what creators. Convention Scene will tell you where to see these shows. And then you have a Facebook group to talk about your adventures that are all about Comic-Cons and spread the word and hear from other people going to Comic-Cons, which shows are amazing. This is all about bringing you an amazing setup and hopefully bringing you guys a show weekly that you can really use to see where you want to go next. This is all starting now. We didn't wait till 2018 to roll it out. We wanted to start in December. I don't believe in waiting for a calendar to start a good idea. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We're going to be going live with WSN News on Facebook in a few minutes for the WrittenSiNs Comic Con Highway. We will see you back here next week to actually talk about what exits are happening in the second week of December. I'll see you next week on the Comic Con Highway.